so as many of you guys know, Lil Uzi Vert has been teasing a summer 2025 release for an album for quite some time now, right? It almost feels like every week, maybe every 2 weeks, we're getting some forward progress and more hints towards an Uzi summer release. And the first bit of info we got in regards towards an Uzi summer 2025 album was all the way back in May. Uzi posted a photo on his IG and a lot of people read the caption, and the caption was pretty much a big hint towards a summer release. He said that he's free and he's loaded and the summer will be overly good to him. That was really the start. Then a couple of weeks later, Uzi pretty much, doubled down on the summer release, saying, yo, it's dropping 1000% in the summer. And we've also seen some theories for a potential album name for this project, so let's get into it. So to start off, as you guys can see right here, this was pretty much like the genesis and the start for this like Uzi 2025 summer album that he started teasing, right? This was all the way back in May 5th. He said, "Dear Summer, I know you'll be overly good to me. Feeling free and I'm still loaded. I love y'all more than life. Oh yeah, thanks again for loving me," right? And this was coming from Lil Uzi Vert himself on a post he made all the way back in early May, confirming pretty much, yo, album summer 2025. I'm ready to go and I know y'all will be ready for it, right? And then we seen him, I believe this was the same day, somebody said you should drop some music for the summer. This was on TikTok. He said, "Say less, we finally free," right? So early May is when things really started to heat up, right? We're like, okay, it's on the radar, summer 2025, expect it. Uzi will be dropping his album following EA2, right? And I got a lot of people excited, had a lot of people questioning, is this going to be the real album, the one that's hotter than fish grease according to academics?
This is hot news off the press, so y'all gonna tell Uzi. I heard Uzi got a album that is hotter than fish grease, but the one he just dropped was to get off of Atlantic. They said they said Uzi's real album, and he know it.
Is this going to be the one following obviously EA2, which EA2 had a lot of, mixed opinions, whether you believe it was the whole label theory or it was simply just a flop, whatever. He dropped a bad album, right? This is the following one, and there's kind of like a lot on the line for Uzi. There is and there really isn't, right? There is obviously, like I said, because I believe a lot of people can agree EA2 was a very mid album and it was disappointing towards a lot of people. So are like, yo, if he drops 2 bad albums, I don't really know. Do I have to admit Uzi's watch? Boom, boom, boom. But then also at the end of the day, does it really matter? It's Uzi. He's 10 years in the game, has classics under his belt. But I feel like we all want Uzi to really take over like he once did in the past, which I've been extremely hopeful for, and I think will happen with this next one, right? So that was like the first indicator towards a summer release. Then we fast forward all the way to the end of June, right? So we started May 5th. It was pretty quiet for all of May, pretty much all of June. Then on the last week of June, somebody asked him, yo, what's up with this summer album? Shout out this dude, because he actually asked a lot of really good questions that a lot of fans want to know. This is what Uzi told him.
All right, when's the album coming out, man? Yeah, you like the water bottle? Yeah.
Said, when's the album coming out?
When's the album coming out, brother?
The album is coming out this summer.
All right, so we notice, okay, boom, he said this summer, then we go all the way to May where he said summer, right? So there's pretty much kind of like 3 indicators from Uzi himself saying that a summer release is going down, right? So the Uzi fans have been kind of just putting it in their notes, like, all right, he said this, he said this, he said this. All right, there's a lot of indicators pointing towards the summer release. And the next question is what a lot of people wanted to know, right? What is the name of the album, right? Because Uzi has like 3 indicators of him hinting at an album, right? It seems like Uzi's confirmed 1000% to be dropping in the summer, but what, right? Because there's kind of like a lot of Uzi albums, or at least theories and names floating around in like the Uzi sphere, right? There's like still, is Uzi gonna drop Love is Rage 3 and he's gonna retire? Is Uzi gonna drop an album called All White? Is he gonna drop a sequel to like the Perfect Love Tape, maybe the Perfect Love Tape 2? Is it gonna be some completely, unheard name we've never seen? Is he gonna drop Eternal Take 3? Really, a lot of people didn't really know the direction for the album name of this project, but then we seen Uzi Og make up this theory, which actually does make some sense in my opinion, right? But this is what he said. Fans are speculating that Lil Uzi Vert possibly posts his new album name, WH2U. Everybody's like, yo, where did he get that from and why is he speculating that, right? And that was because Uzi made a post on his IG. I believe he took it down, but he said, thank y'all for always rocking with me. WH2U, this like shrug emoji, love y'all forever. And I believe this was the post where Uzi was putting like the Vans for like the scavenger hunt NYC for the fans to get, something like that, when they were signed, right? But he noticed in the caption, it said WH2U. Everybody's like, yo, what the hell does that mean? Uzi Og's like, yo, could this be the new Uzi album name? What happened to Uzi? What happened to you? And I do feel like that's a really good album name, I'm not gonna lie. Now, this album name can either go really good or really, really bad too, right? It could play both sides, right? It could really be like, yo, what happened to Uzi? Y'all really thought he was washed? Like, y'all really were thinking that? Like, come on, that's Lil Uzi Vert and he drops a classic banger album. Or this could feed into the narrative that like Uzi's washed if he drops a bad project. If he drops a bad project, it's like, yo, what happened to Uzi, man? Are we serious? Or it could be like, bro, man, what y'all thought? What happened to Uzi, right? So you could really see both sides with this album name, but I really do think that's a really, really good concept. So in my opinion, this name holds some weight, and I do think it makes some sense, right? Then we've seen one of Uzi's prods, MC Vert, which I'm not really the biggest fan of. I don't really like his beats. He makes that whole like Jersey Club type stuff, but he reposted the same theory that Uzi Og put out on Twitter. Uzi prod MC Vert repost name theory on his story, right? So a lot of people are speculating if that's the potential album name for Uzi's summer release. And then we've seen this all went down, all these 3 slides went down in the past week, right? We've seen a concept album name from Uzi Og, Uzi's prod repost, and then obviously everybody has seen what went down like a couple of days ago. This was what, July 16th? Like 4 or 5 days ago, we seen Uzi go on IG Live at the Rock Nation event. He was just like popping it, talking his stuff, obviously aimed at 9 Vicious, saying he fell off. Uzi fell off, he's washed, boom, boom, boom. And if you were in the live, this is what Uzi said, which got a lot of people excited.
You already know I'm a drop. Why y'all think that I came in this world and not gonna drop again?
Right? So he said, why y'all think I ain't gonna drop again? And you already know I'm a drop, right? And if you were in the live in real time or in my stream, everybody was like, yo, Uzi just teased the summer album once again. Everybody was going crazy, right? So we said it right there. This is what, 1, then we've seen 2, and then we've seen 3, 4 indicators towards a summer release from Uzi. And if we go to Bugs Run in Twitter, obviously one of Uzi's prod, he said, "A soon, y'all ready?" Now this could be pretty much about any artist. This isn't 100% aimed at Uzi because he does work with other artists, so kind of take it with a grain of salt. But then we also seen him chime in on the whole like Uzi 9 Vicious, I guess, beef that went down. He said, "Stop playing with my dog Vert, man, LOL, he really like for real psyched out." So he said this, and then the next tweet is about some artists. A lot of people are thinking Uzi. So that's basically everything we know about Lil Uzi Vert's summer 2025 album. Of course, we're in the last week of July for release, so I don't think it's going down in July. Next week is going to be, next Friday is going to be August 1st. So could we see Uzi drop this album in August? That would only be the last month for our summer release. Only time will tell, but there's been a lot of stuff, you know, heating up these past couple of weeks with Uzi saying this. We got Bugs saying that. We got this whole Uzi album concept name, and then obviously Uzi's been teasing this summer release for quite some time. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Is August the month for the album? If not, when? Let me know in the comments down below, because I want to make this video because there's like a lot of stuff heating up for this Uzi album, which I haven't really seen a lot of people talk about. So I just want to make a quick little update video for all this new Uzi info. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. If you guys liked this video, like, comment, share, and subscribe. So MONEYMAY is it, and I'm out. Thank you guys.